Hello, everyone! Welcome to the Forest of Memories. I'm Zaruk Windcaller, Guardian, High Remembrancer, Arbiter, Reminiscing Bard of Twilight, and welcome, one and all, to Pokemon Platinum. Before we get started, I've got a few last-minute things. Okay, we're good. All right, hello, Kashawn, hello, Bow and Terra, hello, Grinex, hello, Inkling, hello, everyone. We're going to go ahead and hop in, but real quick. There you go. Now they can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, Jarrett will be joining me today. So, yeah. Yes, I know where I started from. Get a move on.
Jed, I would like to say that the reason that I am here is because that scary ghost lady appeared in my room. She said, "Do not come here. Help my friends Zaruk. It will be the end of you." And I'm very afraid to say no.
I don't think that. Yeah, I had to turn the game down. There we go. Oh, that. There we go. All right, let's see. Right, pretty sure. Let me open my map. Oh, no, not that one. Let's see. Believe. Check the map. Here is the map. Hey, Dragonoid. Alright, Core Roma Town. I believe they said that Eterna City's where the next gym was, though, so...
It is.
Okay.
On our way to Eterna City. That's not the song.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Alright. The children. We can one-shot this... No, you can't. No, you can't. Sweet summer children.
Oh.
Sweet summer children. No, you can't.
That's a root. They have very high hopes.
Yes.
They have a child's ambition.
One second, everyone. I just realized something. Let me turn. Okay, there we go. Just had to fix that. Yeah, well, they have a child's ambition, but a fool's hope. So, sadly, that must be remedied. There we go. Okay. Now then, where was I? Oh, right. I should probably swap out. Hang on. Let's see. Oh, damn it. Yeah, y'all gotta forgive me. It's kind of hard to do the layout properly on a keyboard, so... Alright. Die. You annoy me. Be gone.
So, Zaruk,
Yeah.
I wanna know a little bit about your history. What were you doing during the time of Pokemon Platinum or
Playing Pokemon Diamond. Yeah, I didn't play Platinum. I got Diamond with my own money, and then like people were like, "Oh, Platinum's better." I'm like, "Don't care. I already spent money. I'm not spending more money."
Well, yeah, during this time, my grandmother had gotten me, I forget how many years it had been since, like, Diamond and Pearl came out, and then Platinum came out. I do remember, I got my DS for my grandmother, and with it I got, Pearl.
Yeah.
And I never got Platinum.
Yeah, and the reason I got it with my own money is because there were members of my family who thought I was getting too old for Pokemon, so I had to get it with my own money because I didn't care.
I wonder that, because I remember I think it was either my parents or one of my grandparents had said something to the effect of that was just like, "You're getting too old to play Pokemon," and it's just like, what do you think Pokemon is?
Yeah. Oh, no, we're not on slow text speed, Inkling. We're not.
That's just how the game is.
Yeah, the game is literally like that. I'm gonna check if I can fix it, but yeah, the game's like that, sadly.
I hate to tell you, but even though this is the definitive version, it isn't much better than the original
Yeah, it's
too.
not. I'll check the options afterwards, but I'm pretty sure this is the best we can do with me mashing the A button.
The only thing that the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl had done right is that they made the text speed faster and the health speed go down faster.
Yeah, there it is. Thank God. Finally. Okay.
You were set to mid. I can't believe it's
That, and
you
if
were
that
on
was
mid.
if that was mid, I don't want to know what slow was like. Hey, Sai.
That was quite mid of you, TBH.
Oh, right. Bullet seed. Nice. We're gonna make use of that immediately. Welcome to Pokemon, where we don't teach our, our Pokemon tricks or anything. We just ram discs into their head until they learn something.
Here, Turtwig, eat the CD.
Eat this!
It tastes like glass.
You remember what I told you the first time I met you? Eat this! No, not that! Yeah, you don't even do that to Digimon. My favorite idea for that was literally, I saw an old comic artist do this, where, like, you basically have this mini DVD player that you put down in front of a Pokemon, and the TM is basically just another Pokemon doing the move. So your Pokemon learns by watching.
You know, the ramming, like, the disc into a Pokemon would only probably work with Porygon. You just, like, tap it and just insert it.
And then when you overload Porygon and it starts flashing red and blue colors, it starts giving people seizures, you've realized you've made a mistake.
No, that's just Porygon 2. Or Porygon Z.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new evolution.
Porygon, give those people seizures. Can you imagine how fucked up that would be? Just being like, just Porygon, give those people seizures.
There's a bunch of Cantonian Johto kids that are really, really affected by that.
I'm trying to remember the, someone just, hold on, who did that? Hey, Rainbow, thank you for 32 months, I appreciate it. Did you win? I mean, I'm winning. Trying to remember, like, it's like that meme of, like, from that tank, from Fury, the tank movie. Hey, shoot that guy. But with Pokemon, it's like, hey, give that kid a seizure. It's just, like, Porygon floats over. Who, this kid? Yeah, that kid, that one right there, the one who pissed us off. Yeah, just flashlights at the child.
If you give a kid a seizure in Eterna Forest, did you really give a kid a seizure in Eterna Forest if no one was there to witness it?
I mean, when you put, well, I mean,
who's he gonna tell? He had a seizure.
I mean, when you put it like that, I guess when you put it like that. I think there were seizures, but a number of them might have been mass hysteria. Yes, there were, like, in my memory serves, there were only like 4 or 5 seizure cases, but that's enough. Because I mean, remember, if a lot of kids were watching it, that's enough. So one or two would be too many. So yeah, 1 seizure's too many. So oh, why is the mail, like, I know why. It's for, like, it's because you could send messages back and forth if you were on the DS with each other, but still.
Back in the day, yeah. It's super weird, too, because you have a safe chat system with it. So what are you really going to be telling someone over the mail? And how are you even doing this? You'd have to already know this person, basically.
Yeah.
Your Pokemon came with the mail!
Yeah.
It came free with your Pokemon adventure!
And I think this, like, and if I recall correctly, you go in here and they give you a berry kit or something.
Yes. I believe they give you the pail.
Yeah, so you can water everything. Yeah, to quote DBZ Abridged, yeah, the seizure procedure. Yeah, Porygon, give him the seizure procedure. Just floats up in the sky, floats up in the sky and starts blasting people with lights. Would you like to exchange your... Oh, right, because Diamond and Pearl and Platinum were the ones that introduced the contest system. Which I've never been a fan of. I like the, I like the Pokemon Olympics thing that they did. Like in whichever game that's from. And I also like Hyper Training, which was a good way to, like, you know, because it actually gave us the ability to build our Pokemon the way we wanted.
Yes, that's for Eevee training. Those were introduced in X and Y. Now the contests were introduced in Emerald, or not Emerald, Ruby Sapphire Emerald, Gen 3, and they were good. Question mark.
Well, which one's the one? Which one's the one that was like the Olympics, where like you picked a team of?
That would be Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
Yeah.
Which is, I would highly recommend we play that too. Because those games, I mean, you can't get more peak Pokemon than that. You get Kanto, Johto. It's redone for Gen 3 so that you actually have the physical special split. So it makes a lot of the original Gen 1 and 2 Pokemon radically different.
What do you want, child? Help, help! I want to see my papa. My papa and I lived at the Valley Windworks. Then a whole bunch of people dressed like spacemen came. You mean cosplayers? They kicked me out and they're making my papa do something.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What are they making him do, child? Wait, don't tell us.
Yeah, well, it won't matter. We're gonna go. We'll go take care of it.
Oh, you know, today's actually a very good day. So a little bit of spoilers. Because today is Friday, we have the ability to get a very good ghost Pokemon. That's not Morgana.
You say as she casually floats there in the corner.
Oh, would you like to tell me what's a better ghost type Pokemon?
Oh, she's not like that, but she's very like, she's basically the whole idea of like, you don't need anyone other than me. And like, cause she knows she's very territorial. But which one is it?
For here, Drifloon.
Oh, yeah.
Drifblim.
Oh,
it's a very good Pokemon.
Yeah, you mean the child kidnapper.
Yeah! Speaking of a child running away from, I don't even know, what's a good way that we could call these people? Galactic genociders?
They're like, yeah. That's a fun way to put it. I'm trying, and it's like that one Pokemon video where like they animated a bunch of Pokemon with like those little cards that have like the embarrassing things that they did. And for Drifblim, it's like, I made friends with the neighbors' kids, and I'm like, oh, oh, right. Because for those who don't know, Drifblim and Drifloon kidnap children.
You know, a lot of these teams, the bad guy teams in Pokemon, they all suffer from random dark type and normal type Pokemon.
Because remember, because in Japan, dark type is called evil type. Yes,
but I really want you to imagine you're going up against some like bob cut, bowl cut, whatever you call it, cyan hair colored nerd, and they throw out a cat at you, and they're like, "Get him, cat!" And you're just like,
okay.
I'm sorry. Am I supposed to be threatened by this?
No, it's like that. It's like that clip of Saitama from One Punch Man. Okay. Okay.
Oh no.
Soka.
Cat.
Soka. And yes, we do have Dr. Doof, who's our HM carrier.
Dr. Doof, Evil Incorporated.
Yeah, Dr. Doof's Evil Incorporated.
He's not exactly an evil Pokemon.
Yeah, he's not evil. He's bumbling. He's chaotic. He's like chaotically bumbling. Oh yeah, that's true. In the original Pokemon anime, it was revealed that ghost types are vulnerable to religious iconography. Because Misty held up a cross to it, and it actually... Well, actually, no. Ghastly mentions like, what do I look like? So he goes like, what do I he mentioned, he goes, what do I look like? Some kind of creepy monster. So he's not affected. If anything, he was annoyed by it, but he did say, he goes, what do you think I am? Some kind of monster?
I'm gonna be right back real quick. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Every time I think of Bullet Seed, I just think of, if y'all played Yoshi's Island, y'all know how, like, Yoshi could eat a watermelon and start spitting seeds at people? That's what I think of. So every time I see a Pokemon use Bullet Seed, I'm just thinking, like, I either hear, like, like spitting sounds, or in the later games where it's a faster animation, I hear, like, with an A10 Warthog. It's locked. Oh, yeah. Right. Where did he put it? Yeah, I know he's at the Valley Windworks, but I gotta get the key first, and that dude got in there with it. I guess I'll go around. Hey! Another one of my favorites. Oh, wait, I forgot you're asleep. Damn it. Wait, wait. Alright, now let's not kill this one. I want to capture this one. Welcome back. Right,
oh my gosh, a Bingle.
Yeah, remember, Morgana, we don't want to kill this one. We just want to injure it.
Please, Morgana. Bingle
and
friend.
She killed it.
Morgana, please.
Just Morgana, like, just psychically crushes it. Alright, now where's that key? We'll have to go. We'll just go around. Yeah.
You know, there were some goons back in that other town.
I'm going to.
I wonder who they would. Yeah, I wonder if they had it.
Also, yeah, don't kill this one, Morgana. No promises have been made.
I did not sign a contract. Morgana, do you even know how to write your own name?
She does. She can just possess someone to learn how to write it. Do you plan to do the DNS trick? Nah. Imagine Z moves, but every Pokemon had their own move. That would be interesting, and it would be great, but we know they're not going to do that because Pokemon can't stick with one gimmick for a few generations. They have to keep doing multiple gimmicks. And besides, nothing is ever going to top the light that burns the sky. So, sorry, Ultra Necrozma has the best Z move.
Listen, I'm a Mega Evolution fan as a Lucario who likes Megas.
I miss Mega. I'm glad Mega Evolutions are coming back.
The fact that they only had it for just 2 games, and then they were like, okay, anyway, next.
Yeah.
It's like, are you kidding me?
And we're gonna switch over to like what came after Mega Evolutions? It was
Z moves.
Yeah, the Z moves.
It was Z moves and then Dynamaxing.
Yeah.
And now we're on Terrestrialization.
You want to know the funny thing is that in the last season of the anime Ash was in, when he had all of the accessories for the past few generations. Yes, I know
exactly what you're about to say.
Someone actually ran the calculations and figured out that had Ash actually Dynamaxed his Lucario and then used all of his abilities, Lucario would have one-shot everyone in the tournament. And it would, and I'm just like, well, we can't do that because, yeah, we can't do that. As cruel as it would be, hell, someone even did the numbers, said Pikachu would have done it too. And I'm like, yeah, no, we can't do that though, because then it wouldn't be, people would say Ash didn't earn it. Even though I'd be the first to argue, he's been at this for 20 plus years, let the kid have a break.
We've been here for 20 years. What's that Flapjack quote or something? They talk to the one person that looks like a kid. Grow up! I'm 38 years old!
Yeah. Y'all remember when they literally couldn't figure, oh, hello, Staravia. You guys remember when they literally couldn't come up with a way to stop Ash from winning a tournament, so they literally had him fight a guy who had legendary Pokemon?
Yes, and it was the worst thing ever.
And you want to know the funniest part is that dude. Yeah, Bird Up. Yeah, that dude was actually in the Tournament of Legends in the Sword and Shield anime, and he didn't even get into the top 8. He got his, like, Cynthia beat his ass into the dirt, and then Ash beat Cynthia. So that says something.
Remember, kids, it's
joked
not
with
about
yeah.
if you have a legendary.
Yeah, I joked with
him.
I joked with Amina before that Cynthia probably saw that guy and was like, oh, you're one of those trainers. Okay. And she proceeded to be like, this isn't going to be fun for me. This is literally going to be a chore because I'm about to make your life hell. And she beat his ass into the dirt. So.
What even was the legendaries that he had? Didn't he have like one of the
Latios and
something?
Darkrai. Those were the two we saw, Latios and Darkrai. And he probably had even more, but they didn't show us that.
I bet Cynthia was so happy to see Darkrai.
Yeah.
That just probably made her so happy. Anyway, Spiritomb, smiley face.
Yeah.
No, wait, that one would be super effective. Oops. Garchomp.
Morgana, crush this thing. Good job.
Rest in peace, Zubathu.
Just pin it in place and then crush its wings together. Do it again. Do it again.
I was so excited when you said you were going to play this game.
Yeah.
Because the one thing I was waiting on was, oh, he's going to have to fight Cynthia. This will be fun to watch this struggle. I very much like that she is very much a blonde ditz in the anime sometimes.
Oh, yeah. She's just out
Very
here.
much.
She's just out there in both game and anime. Cynthia's just out there living her best life. No, she is. Like, literally. Like,
She is.
Yeah, let's not forget in the following game, you know, where you open the door to that empty house and then you hear ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-ba-dum, and she's in there, and people were like...
Wasn't that like... Was that Gen 5?
Yeah. And people...
Oh, yeah.
And it's so funny because of all the posts you would see or the reactions of people streaming the game where they all had the same reaction. Like, no, 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 no! Wait, 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 wait! And they all wanted out. Like, there's even an animation of the trainer coming in, screaming, and then starting to claw at the door to get out. And she doesn't even battle you. She's just like, oh, hi. She goes, this is my friend's house. I stay here during the summer. And that became...
I like to think that she's sitting in like one of these big chairs that like swivels around. You like go in and the lights are off. The second
Maple.
you close the door, it immediately locks and she just slowly turns around. It's just like, hello.
Yeah, well...
You're just like, PTSD attack.
Yeah,
oh,
and
no.
Grinix is right. It is a forced battle, but then after you beat her, she's like, oh, this is fun. I come here and visit, you know, I come here on vacation during the summer, so if you ever want to battle again, let me know. And yes, every time summertime rolls around during certain dates, you can go back to that beach house and she's in there and you can battle her. For fun. Because, sure. All right, door's open. Knock, knock. What? No way, you have the key? Locking the door was meaningless. I'm the loser in this after all. Yes, especially with a haircut like that. No time for self-pity. I've got to alert the commander. Run, fool.
Women of the chat, if you were very devoted to your work and they told you you have to get a bowl cut and dye it blue, would you do it? You have to be basically like a cult member in this organization.
Also, I think Cyrus is supposed to be like young, because people have made the joke that like Cyrus is really young.
In his 20s.
Yeah, despite the fact that he looks like a 50-year-old dude.
This man looks like he is 50 and has a mortgage and had a family and everything.
Yep.
He is 20. This man is intense.
I mean, like, life literally sucked all the joy and life out of him. That's why he wants to destroy everything. Oi, this is no fun and games. This is proper work, I tell you. You're just standing here. You're not doing anything.
What is even the point of I forget, you know, all of Team Plasma's... Yeah, he's 28. He's 28, dude.
Team Plasma believes in, like, a new world order, not knowing that their boss literally wants to genocide all of reality. Like, I don't know, maybe Maybe he's just super charismatic. I don't know.
Cyrus must be like a millennial or something.
Oh, no,
he's
it's,
28 and
yeah.
he's already just like,
Mhm.
I'm done with this.
Yeah,
We need to get rid of the
Redlock's
world.
right. He's a walking skeleton. And Dragonoid's also right. Depression ages you rapidly. Yeah, that's true. I'm very busy watching the paint on this wall dry. Hello there. Collecting electricity from the Valley Windworks. That's our mission. Okay. But none of y'all have electric Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, are y'all just hauling around car batteries everywhere and charging those up? And I mean, if you want electricity, just, like, go, like, a ton of, like...
Catch a bunch of Magnemites.
Yeah, that. Or it's been established that some businesses in the Pokemon universe have backup generators that involve Pokemon, so you could go do that.
I assume what they're wanting is a more constant flow of energy instead of fluctuating energy.
Yeah, Cyrus is Thanos without the flimsy justification that makes him a tragic villain. Yeah, basically. I'm sad, my life is miserable, so I want to kill everyone. Okay, fair enough, bud, but at the same time, I don't want to die, so... Anyway, Shadow Ball. You're funny. Hit him again. There we go. You are dead. Not big surprise. Alright, next. I really don't like kids who also happen to be tough trainers. Well, then what?
You and every team.
Yeah, you and every team. So I'm pretty sure this is Mars, I think is her name. I don't...
Yes.
Yeah, my Pokemon can't battle anymore. They're gonna take away my Pokemon for messing this one up. Just you wait, our commander will smush you. Just gestures to the looming Miss Magius. Not really. I don't think so.
I hate to tell you, but you have sorely miscalculated.
I'm not
you
gonna
must not be a math person.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Morgana just crushes everyone with Psychic. Again, remember, for those who don't know, Miss Magius, the Pokemon in general, are known for, like... I think torment is too strong of a word. They do like messing with people. They don't kill people, but they do, like, you know, scare, humiliate, and bother people. Morgana's whole thing is that unless that mask is on, she doesn't battle anybody. She goes around spooking people and having fun. But if the mask is on, it's, no, I'm here to kill you. I'm here to win. This world is not worth saving. Grunt, sir, I beg you, sleep for longer than 10 seconds, please.
Please drink something other than black coffee, sir.
Which that's also confirmed. That's his favorite drink is black coffee, which of course it is.
He likes black coffee and watching the news. Oh. No wonder you want to blow everything up.
I'm one of Team Galactic's 3 commanders. No, wait, that's one of 4 commanders. You don't even know how to count! Great! Good choice, Cyrus. My name is Mars.
Clapping?
That's me. That was me clapping. We've been trying to create a new world.
Your hands didn't move.
Yeah, we've been trying to create a new world that's better than this one. But people have shown little understanding about what we do. Yeah, because it makes no damn sense.
She doesn't even know.
You don't understand either, do you? It's a little saddening. So let's have a battle to decide what we should do next. If I win, you leave. If you win, we'll leave. How about if I win, we arrest you? Because you literally were conducting a hostage situation, and you literally committed breaking and entering. So...
You just don't understand us, child. We will get rid of you. I'm sorry. I understand your commander. You don't.
Yeah, Cyrus, sir, can I just treat you to a boba tea and a hot dog? I swear you'll feel better after.
I bet Cyrus eats hot dogs the long way.
Oh, God.
He puts it in one bite.
That's terrifying, actually.
Imagine his intense stare. He has no smile, he has no frown, zero emotion. It goes in, it's done.
No, he eats the hot dog horizontally, like a sandwich.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's the long ways.
And everyone looks at him like he's a freak.
No, no, no one has the heart to tell him, sir.
Sir, that's not how you eat a hot dog. Don't hold it like that, please.
No, don't hug him. Please
Power
don't touch
word
Cyrus.
scrunch. There we go. I'm now just picturing Cyrus folding the hot dog and shoving the newly formed hot dog cube into his mouth. Maple, God, no.
It's a poke block. It's a hot dog block. The purest form of a hot dog.
Uh-oh.
Oh, chunk cat. Looks like two of my cats.
Ow.
Looks like, oh, actually, it's probably a cat like every. Oh, Morgana.
Okay, critical hit. We gotta swap out. Oh, okay. Of course. Fatty. What do you think you're doing to my Pokemon? Gonna put its ass on a diet at this rate.
We're in a Pokemon battle. What did you expect, Mars?
Cyrus eats his hot dog straight up with no condiments on them. He just eats the hot dog. Hell, I bet he just pulls the once he's done cooking the hot dog, he doesn't even put it in a bun. He just eats the hot dog by itself. Like a total weirdo.
There will be no pleasure in eating. It is the most rawest form of eating. He doesn't eat for taste or enjoyment. I can hear Morgana just very upset by that. But he just eats it purely just to exist to the next day.
Yeah. He probably even says that he can't taste food anyway, because the world sucks so much that he's lost the ability to taste food. Because again,
he eats it.
Because again, remember, there are people, like, if they go through a lot of trauma or really horrific stuff, literally food loses all taste and they have no reason to live.
You ever watched, I think it was, who's the guy that does, like, Family Guy voices?
That's Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane had this, like, cowboy movie or something.
Yeah, Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yeah, he said something about, like, the coal miners. He's like, those coal miners been coming in here eating the hottest chili, and it's the only thing they can eat because they've been mining coal, and one of them just stands up and dies.
Yeah. You're welcome, random scientist.
Black Flame, the only reason why Plasma members would eat hot dogs is because Cyrus is letting them have, like, a hot dog party. Like, if Walmart is like, we've gone 10 days without anyone having an accident, we're having a pizza party. Middle management's going to come down and you're going to have a meeting about what type of hot dog you're going to have.
Oh, God. I hate micromanagers.
We're going to have to discuss, do we want Nathan's? Do we want Firehouse Dogs?
Oh, no. They'll go with Little Caesars because it's the cheapest.
Listen, oh, hey, looker. I know this guy. He was on Alola a couple times.
Yeah.
He's kind of a creep. He keeps looking into people's windows. Why does he do that?
I shall pursue the culprits. They're in Eterna City. To there I must go. Alright. I'm going back to the Pokemon Center.
We should come back here in a minute.
Yeah, to search for Driftblim. Yeah, I know. Make it stop. I know. Pokemon are poisoned. Make it stop. Steamed until the sausage is wrinkly. Chars his bun. Doesn't bother with condiments. And of course, it doesn't matter what meal he's having, he always has it with black coffee. Sleep?
That's why he...
Yeah, nothing. Go ahead.
That's why he can't taste everything. He's just a terrible cook. He's like, oh yeah, food just tastes like this, and everyone's just like...
I think the one thing he can do is that he's actually a really good coffee guy because it's his favorite drink, but because he can't taste anything anymore, like, sure, he has all these fancy coffee brands, but it's pointless because he can't taste anything. So
He must be a really big fan of like the Death Wish coffee then.
doesn't help him. He's still not sleep. Well, actually, of course, that's why he's not sleeping. How much?
I haven't been to sleep in 12 years. Sir, you're 28.
I haven't slept since I was a teenager. Yeah, we can tell, sir.
No cream, no sugar. There will be no fun here. Not in Team Plasma.
All right, so there's honey on the bark. So what now? Go through the grass?
No. If you give me just a second, I can actually look it up.
Yeah, another chance. All right, remember, we want this one alive, so let's not do too much damage to it.
All right. So it has to be between Universal Time 0000 and 23:59. So I believe that is like only on Friday too, after beating
Yeah.
Mars. So we have to be kind of late.
$23.59 Universal Time, like on my thing, that's $11.59 to midnight. Like,
I believe so.
there's a 1 minute gap to catch a drift then?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think the guide here that they posted is wrong, which is more than likely the case.
Yeah, you haven't grown since you were a teenager either, sir. Someone kill that guy for me. Yeah, just, hey, shoot that guy. Wait, this guy? Yeah, him.
Peterson.
Yeah, I need to get that added to my soundboard. Hey, shoot that guy. I want to get that added to my soundboard.
God, I love Fury. It's such a good movie.
Let's see, because currently on my soundboard we have
You need to be stopped.
we've got that from Trunks. We have that meme. We have my Discord intro sound.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Let's see. And then we have. God damn it! That's from Red versus Blue. We have Team 4-Star Trunks screaming.
Nickname the Weasel Bingle.
And we have.
Suck.
Let's see. We have.
Alakablam!
We have Alakablam. We have the Boo-womp sound. Andrea got me.
Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived.
And then I'm gonna get rid of this one because we're not doing Call of Juarez anymore. But
It's high noon.
don't need that anymore. And recently I got this one.
Ominous.
Yeah. All right. So what'd you say to name it?
Bingle. Bingle.
Okay. For a second, I
Bingle.
thought for my mind was saying Bingus, but no, Bingle. Hey Bingle, you want to? Hey Bingle, you want some blades? No. What is it? And he goes, "Hey kid, you want some blades? No. Blades are for skating. You dingus. It's kind of snowy." Oh, for Pete's sake. Oh, it's one of these things.
Shellis is probably one of the most overpowered Pokemon. I remember one of them carried me the entire game.
Hmm. Hey Tulip, shoot that thing.
No! It was smiling! He was so full of life and now he did. I really like Tulip's face. It's
Just
very emotional.
yeah, the blank void-like eyes.
What is wrong, Tulip?
She's,
What have you
she's seen
seen?
too much. She
saw Morgana.
Yeah,
That was enough.
she's seen Morgana use power word scrunch on too many people.
You know, one time I thought it would be very funny if I took off the mask and Morgana used the power word die on me.
Power word kill. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't recovered.
There actually is a sound bite of someone going, power word kill! And you hear a beam attack in the background. I might actually add that to the soundboard too. So, like, the two things I want to add is I want to add power word kill, and then I also want to take, if anyone here's played Devil May Cry 5, I want to take Nero's fuck you and add that in there. And if you haven't played Devil May Cry 5, you're missing out. Cyrus takes a sip from his trusty Vault 13 canteen full of coffee. Walking around.
Is Cyrus with us?
Yeah, what's this region called?
This is Sinnoh.
Yeah, there's a patrolling, walking around Sinnoh almost makes you wish for a universal reset. Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. And then the dude gets hit by a mini nuke. Which, by the way, if y'all don't know, there is a mod for New Vegas called Dreams Do Come True, and literally what it does is that whenever someone says patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter, a few seconds later, they will get hit by a nuclear strike. If Zaruk and his team make it to the final boss, I'm saving a Voltorb that only knows self-destruct for myself. Oh, no. No. That bastard doesn't get to take the easy way out. Also, even if it worked, that would basically mean that Voltorb was guilty of murder. Because remember, Voltorbs and Electrode can survive their self-destruct. They just get knocked out. People die! Remember everyone, people die if they are killed. So, and no, I won't apologize for that. Y'all can hate me for that dead meme, but I won't apologize. All right, we're going to switch things around so Bingle's out front. Because this totally legit version of Platinum I'm playing doesn't have a way to boost XP. So... Because for those who don't remember my Nuzlocke playthrough, we had a thing where we could spam out rare candies. No mountain here, but I'm dressed to hike. Okay, weirdo. That is a magnificent beard you have there, sir.
He's cultivated it over the years.
Yeah. I too have a beard. It's full of tiny men. For those who don't know, that's from What If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. I love Drago in that thing.
You know, the sprite is very much from the hiker class from Emerald.
Mm-hmm.
Usually they tend to change up their sprite peoples.
Yeah.
But I think the hiker has just kind of like stayed this kind of look. He's a big jolly fellow who just uses Geodude.
Yep. Bingle wants to learn Pursuit. Okay.
What are you pursuing, Bingle? A career? You don't offer that here.
Ordo Drago at the ready. We will provide the hams. That kind of like that, yeah. One thing I think I really wish they would add for Pokemon is that if you have one Pokemon that sweeps someone's entire team, like, I wish it would give you bonus XP, because that means that Pokemon was basically on fire the entire time of the battle. So, I don't know. It just feels like they should get a small boost or something for sweeping a team by themselves.
I don't know, because it could be just for over leveling, and at this point in time, Pokemon and grinding is just like, no. You don't have to do anything to grind your Pokemon levels.
A long way
You
back.
can
so
breathe
battle.
and they'll level.
Or less, as the other team didn't provide a challenge. That's true. Oh, look, an Apom.
There was a formula for XP that if your Pokemon was over a certain level, they would get less XP depending on what your enemy's level is. So say if you got like your starter, you basically tried to do a level 100 challenge off of the first area for some unforeseeable reason, it would just stop giving you as much XP.
Yeah. All right, Morgana, come out here.
Roses are red. Weapons against me won't prosper. With this sacred treasure, I summon Big Morgana, the Opstopper.
Power word, scrunch. Oh, you missed.
Power word, brain damage.
Stop missing. There we go.
You know, if we teach Morgana Flamethrower, we kind of have Napalm. Oh
Yeah.
no, Isix, not that,
Yeah, no.
please.
I cast Flower Beard. How dare you? I cast Cringe Memory.
No, my high school memories.
And then just you can put in that gif of Shadow like cringing and shaking his head from Shadow the Hedgehog.
Dies of cringe.
Yeah, dies of cringe.
Congratulations, Morgana. You have earned a new title. Big Morgana, the Opstopper.
I cast Clean Shave, Wizard Gas. You monster! Yeah. No, you don't want to. You don't want to get into a wizard war with Amina. Amina always wins the wizard wars. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a wizard war. I cast Tungsten Balls.
As a steel type, shrug.
Yeah, Telling says, I cast Surprise. Wait, what does it do? What does it do? What have you done? Ave Maria. What have you done? We have fun here.
Pocket Zaruk, he's already pocket size. What do you mean?
I'm 3'6", or sorry, I'm like 3'3" to 3'6". I'm not pocket size, but I'm smaller than a lot of the other people I know.
I can put my entire paw around your waist.
Wait, how tall are you? Oh wait,
This will not be answered.
yeah. I mean, Lucarios are like not that tall.
No, normal Lucarios.
Yeah, I know
are,
you're
in fact,
taller. I know
very
you're
small.
taller than most. I know.
I'm a big bully.
Just the way you said that, I imagine the terminal montage's Mega Man thing. I'm a big boy.
I am a big boy.
Yeah, I'm a big boy. I can help. You have yes, I have a tiny waist, but very wide hips. And despite what you may think, my shoulders are pretty broad for someone of my width. In real life, though, my shoulders are extremely broad, because I actually do like working out.
Sorry, Chad. You haven't picked up that Zaruk is in fact quite feminine. Are we looking at the same imp? Have you seen his hair?
I mean, look,
He's quite majestic.
yes. And at the end of the day, the funny thing to me will always be the people who just look at me first and they're like, oh, that's a female. And they don't bother to, like, I've only had 1 or 2 other VTubers, like, who were the first to realize, oh, no, those are pecs. That's a dude. And I remember one group of people reacted to my model. And when the VTuber reacted, was like, oh, those are pecs. That's a dude. everyone in their chat was like, what? No! Like, and I love what he said. He goes, what, you thought that was a girl? He goes like, no, I know Zaruk, that's a dude. He goes like, y'all are gonna have to he goes, if y'all have problems with that, you're gonna have to ask yourself some questions.
I forget who it was that I showed this to, but I got shout out to the merch store that is, I think it's closed now, right, Zaruk?
No, my merch store is still open. It's open till the end of the month.
Okay. It's open till the end of the month. Get them now. Get the mouse pad. It's a really nice. I have it. When I got it, I opened it up and I showed it to one of my parents, and they were confused because they didn't know what Zaruk was, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, he's a streamer," and I think their response was, "That's a he." And it's like, look,
more confusion. I love it.
Mm.
I feed off of it. It's always funny to hear people's reaction. It's like, that was kind of one of the jokes, is that obviously I am male, but when people see the model for the first time, Amina and I always thought it would be funny for someone to come into the stream without knowing who I was, and then when they hear my voice, they could be like, that's a dude. And the funny thing is, because of that, we haven't had any weirdos come into the community. We had one guy or somebody come in who said that my model was very, that I had a very hot model, to which I was like, well, thank you, but two things. One, I'm married, and two, I'm a dude. And immediately their response was, oh.
It's the weirdo.
And then they left.
God.
And then they left. Which will always be funny to me.
Listen, my only affiliation or affection towards Zaruk is I like his hat and I want to steal it.
I mean, the only other person who's ever gotten away with wearing the hat is Psydrag. Psydrag swiped it from me once, and it gave him phenomenal cosmic power after he stole it. Anyway, there goes Onyx, dead.
Feel bad for Onyx.
Yeah, that meme. Hey, girl, I'm a dude. Hey, dude. Yeah, hey, dude.
I want to wear the hat now, Zaruk.
Gimme. Fine, I'm bald. There you go.
Zaruk, the hat is very small on me.
Can someone look up what are the levels of the Pokemon in the Eterna Gym?
I have that right here. I believe they are 15, but let me just pull it right back up. Let me just keep this tab open, actually.
Biscuit, the only one of your Sonas that I trust to wear my hat are Biscuit herself, Biscuit, and Abby. That's it. I don't trust any of the others. Go ahead.
They're all level 20s, except
Okay.
for her ace, which is Roserade, and it's going to be 22.
Okay. The beacons are lit! Gondor calls for aid! Shut up.
I'm shining a flashlight. Please, chat, send help.
I'm trying to remember. There was a Okay, so for those of y'all who've been part of my community and or are Warhammer fans and know who Commander Boreal is with his bald ass head, do you guys know there was actually a custom rule for him that someone made where his bald ass head was so shiny that you could use it as a teleport beacon. So you could see it from orbit and teleport down on his location because he was that fucking bald. Okay, I see what's going on. I see that y'all are having some fun at my expense.
A little.
Who's next? Oh, a battle girl. Well, hello there, Chad. Like Jaden Animation's video. Hello there, Chad. What? You're a female? Did I stutter?
Did I stutter?
Did I stutter? Oh yeah, I know what you're like, Keldrick. Don't worry. Well, I know she would, Biscuit, so I'd let her wear it too. Congratulations, you've located Morgana. Sad that's not going to help you, that's not going to save you. Morgana, power word scrunch. Mind over matter, bitch. Brains over brawn.
No, I don't really like it when Morgana uses her brain powers as a fighting type myself. It makes my dog brain turn to jello.
The safe word is scrunch. No, God. Oh. That actually reminds me. So, I actually wanted to say this. Speaking of scrunch, because that's exactly what my face did when I was actually thinking about playing another, a game in particular I was thinking about. So, y'all know that I played Bioshock 1 on stream. I was thinking about playing the entire series, but then I went and learned a bit more about Bioshock Infinite, and, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Bioshock...
I'm unfamiliar with the...
Bioshock Infinite makes me really uncomfortable.
What's wrong with it?
So, opening of the... So, okay, yeah, the racism.
Oh, Isaac's racism.
It's... Yes, it's not a joke. It's full-on racism. Because, so, let me put it this way. The opening hour of the game will have you at a scene where you're standing in front of this stage, they have a raffle, that your character wins, and you get given a baseball. And you're like, hey, he goes, now step right up and test your luck at the targets. And you're thinking, okay. And then a black woman with a white guy are rolled out onto the stage. And he goes, you won the lottery, so you get the first toss. Or are you taking your coffee black these days? And you get the choice to either throw the ball at the couple or throw it at him. And naturally, like any sane...
You picked the right choice.
Yeah, like any sane person, you want to throw it at him, except the game doesn't let you. Because the moment you get ready to throw it, you get caught by the cops who have been looking for you. So, like, yeah, there's a lot of racism in the game. It's very uncomfortable. Like, it's...
Yikes.
And the thing is, unlike Bioshock 1... which kind of lets you topple the system that you can't stand, like, you know, take down the people who've wronged you. You never get to really dismantle the system or, like, tear down the racism in front of you. It's just a backdrop for everything. And the fact that it's used as that backdrop, and, like... Let me explain. The creators themselves are not racist, but the problem... And again, racism is something that considering that it's supposed to be a really fucked up part of the world, like... fucked up land that you're in, yes, it would make sense that everyone's is batshit insane and horrible people. But the problem is, you don't get to do anything about it. You don't get to tear down the system. You don't get to you don't get to ruin people for their beliefs. You don't get to do any of that. There's no justice. So the racism is just a backdrop, and that irks me because I'm like, go ahead.
It's made to make you really uncomfortable, but there's no satisfactory ending where it's like you stop the uncomfortable thing.
Yeah.
No, it's just there and it makes you uncomfortable and you're just uncomfortable.
Yep. And you can't do anything about it. And it's not just that, it's the racism, like, you know, that classic stereotypical racism about how all the black folk talk like this, missa, which also made me uncomfortable. I'm like, this is fucking wrong, guys. This is like, and the racism extends to both, you know, in Bioshock. Hi, Amina. In the game, it's your typical 19...
Show love 100 hello my love. Hi everyone tilde I had a crazy baby bird afternoon hype love 1 Zaruk W smile Zaruk George Zaruk hug.
You'll have to tell me about it later then, Amina. But yeah, so it's your typical like 1920s, 1930s, like, or earlier America in Bioshock Infinite. So like the racism is toward people who are black, people who are Asian, as they call them, Orientals in the game. Oh, and the Irish, too, who are portrayed stereotypically as well. It's, God, it makes you uncomfortable. Like, and it's why I'm not going to play the game. And as for Bioshock 2, probably, because I've heard good things about 2. But, and the sad thing is, Infinite was like, Bioshock Infinite was the last chance for 2K to kind of like keep interest in Bioshock, and yeah, no, the game was good, but from what at the time, but looking back, people are now more aware of its problems and how the story is not very good. It's not. It's really not. I'm like halfway through the game on my own, and I was like, this story is shit, and it makes me uncomfortable. I'm not doing this. So
I'm slightly reminded. I've never played any of the BioShock games, but I have played Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2. And very much there are times where it's just the game doesn't even mention racism. I think literally the game takes place after like the Civil War or something.
yeah, it takes place like turn of the before the 19th century. So it's like 1870 to like we're counting both games. It's like 1880 something to like 1911 or something. Like
And
it's the dying days of the Old West.
yeah. So it was really out of left field because like throughout the entire game up to a certain point, you know, you're hanging out with Lenny and you're like, "Oh, this is my best friend Lenny. He's so cool and he's a cool character and all this." And then I forget which scene it was. One of the characters, oh yeah, it was you and Lenny, and they go to a mission and Lenny says like they're going to call you a certain word that I will never say. And I was so shocked. I'm like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah.
It's like, Lenny, don't say that. Meanwhile,
Lenny!
it's
like drunken
it's like for
Arthur.
the time period.
Yeah, looking for drunken Arthur looking for Lenny. Lenny!
Oh, by the way, if anyone plays that game, Micah is very much a racist.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, in the beginning of the game, I completely forgot about this, but he has he says he has to sleep in there with the people, and it's just like, Micah, you've lost all sympathy in like the first couple of minutes of the game.
Also, Lich King's right. I've never played BioShock. Well, that sounds like something you need to rectify.
No. No.
Look, BioShock, like the original BioShock, is something that I do think everyone needs to experience, if only for how different it is. Unfortunately, because we live so, like, it's been so long since the game came out, the twist is basically spoiled at this point, which is sad. But it is, like, it's one of those things where the other problem with it is that if you don't, like, pick up every, like, you know, extra little bit of information, you can't really put together, like, you get a surface level idea of the plot, or like what the world's like and what's going on. But if you pick up everything,
Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, but if you pick up everything, then you got to put it all together.
Again, very Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Master
Question for the
Kojima.
stream: favorite weapon and plasmid? Favorite weapon's the machine gun because it's a Tommy gun. It's a souped-up Tommy gun. And as for the plasmid, I like the either the bolts because of the electro bolt, or the bees because that's just funny. Like, throwing bees at people will never not be funny. I will say the one thing that I think BioShock Infinite does right, and I say this because because it's to my interest. The only thing it does right is that it actually has some moments of historical importance that are actually referenced correctly. Like how our main character Booker fought at Wounded, was at the Battle of Wounded Knee, where, and for those who don't know, it wasn't a battle, it's where the US 7th Cavalry murdered like 300 plus Native Americans. So it wasn't a battle. And then he was also at the Boxer Rebellion. That was a battle. The Boxer Rebellion is a very interesting point in Chinese history. For those who don't know, the Boxer Rebellion is basically where millions of people, hundreds of thousands to millions of Chinese people calling themselves, rather the Western world called them the Boxers, rebelled against all the stuff that was going on in China at the time. Like the large foreign influence, the large amount of Christians, and all that stuff going on. And it was basically this million-strong rebellion against the Seven Nation Army. And so if you've ever heard that quote, "A seven-nation army couldn't hold me back," that's what they're referencing. Because the Seven Nation Army was like Russia, the United States, Britain, France, and a bunch of other people, basically.
Japan.
Yes, I believe Japan was involved at the time. And it was basically them beating down on the Boxer Rebellion.
And a big reason why it was called the Boxer Rebellion is because the Western world didn't understand how the Chinese, I don't remember what type of fighting it was. I'm gonna sound terrible. It might have been Kung Fu question mark. I don't know, but they had their own fighting style, and basically the Western world was like, kind of looks like boxing, I
Yeah,
guess.
so Boxer Rebellion.
So they're boxers. I forget which. You also watch Fat Electrician, so
Yes, I do.
he made a video on that, and I suggest people go and see it.
Yeah, the Fat Electrician's videos are great. So if y'all have not seen his stuff, like, I mean, y'all know about it. I did a video about the proportional response video. Who else wants to know what it feels like to chew 5 gum?
There was a I'm just a brief summary. There was a soldier there. His company had left him so that I think they could either get some like Christian civilians out or try to go get help, and
Right,
then
Night
they got
Thomas.
stopped. So he was left alone with his machine gun, and he just kept shooting. And then they came back, and he just sat there with his machine gun unfazed.
Yep. Fun fact, Chansey in Japan is literally just called Lucky. Oh, cool.
Lucky.
Yeah, Lucky. Let's see. Isix, proportional response. They scuffed your deck, you deleted a hill. Yes, temper. Or as someone made a GIF and made a video and sent it to me, showing one of the. Okay, it's footage from Desert Storm, but it's still worth it. It's USS Iowa blasting all of its 9-inch guns, and it has the "I am the righteous hand of God" as it's firing.
It cannot be stated enough. People should stop with trying to pick battles with the U.S. military, because they sometimes they mess up.
You touch
Yeah,
the boat, and
then
now
you make
die.
you make one move. They drop the sun on you,
Yeah,
and they
we
don't
sunk
stop.
3 boats. They dropped the sun on us twice. Again,
There's another guy on YouTube. He does kind of like Fat Electrician stuff, but a lot of his stuff is just kind of memes. If you ever see one that's like someone's face plastered on a military aircraft, and it's usually like pro-American military, it's usually by that guy. It was something like Russian soldiers trying to take back Alaska, and it was using Warhammer 40k stuff. I forget. I think it's the Ultramarine
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, what is your duty? To give our life to the Emperor.
It's like, what is your duty? To serve the Emperor's will. What is the Emperor's will? That we live and die. What is death? It is our duty. Yeah, that's potential history. I know who you're talking about. And that was about the Japanese in the Aleutian Islands, because the Japanese literally were like, yeah, no, we can totally invade Alaska. That'll totally work out for us. That would turn out to be a very bad idea.
That was, I think he got that. He did his own, the guy that I'm talking about, he did his own thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like a recent event where Russia was just like, we want Alaska back. And America said,
Come and
"No."
take it. Yeah, come and take it.
Try.
Come and take it.
We don't even have to put troops there. The Alaskans will do it for us.
Yeah, the Alaskans will do it for us. The wildlife will do it for us.
Oh, God.
Just like how whenever I heard, like when I remember hearing a long time ago that back when Castro was alive, the Cubans said they were going to invade Florida, or the Soviets were going to use Cuba as a launching point to invade Florida. And I remember thinking as I read that, well, that's not a problem. The Florida wildlife will kill them before they even get to the rest of the country.
If they even get that far, the I think this was time appropriate. The drugged out people would have probably ate their faces.
Same thing with like trying to invade Australia. Well, okay, you can invade Australia, just stick to the coast, because the moment you go inland, all of nature will kill you.
Y'all ever seen a spider that's big enough to be a head crab? Yeah, they exist in Australia. Don't go to Australia. It's not a good place.
Don't go to Australia.
As someone who lives very close to Florida. Yes, do not let that man off the leash. You keep him satisfied with whatever beef jerky and illegal drugs he wants.
It's like that, reminds me of that thing, that reference Heavenly Father made, or sorry, not Heavenly Father, one of the guys made in Badger's, thing when they were talking about Florida. It was like, your state's dumb as hell. You can buy a 16 or 32 of alcohol, or a 128, but not a 40.
Yes, sir. You either full send it or you don't even participate.
Yeah. It's either, he goes, enjoy this or just fucking send it. Just, yeah. What was that other thing someone said in one of his videos? He goes like, I constantly deal with the fact that these people are the dumbest fucking people imaginable. They're too stupid to even dig their own graves.
Furry, I can tell you, it would be the human inhabitants. The second those people in anywhere of Appalachia, they figure out that there's like Russian soldiers coming in from somewhere, they want their nice shiny guns. Look here, Cletus, he's got one of them fancy NVGs.
Yeah. Well, he goes like, let's get him, Tommy, and just remember, run faster. I hear banjos.
Nowhere in America is safe. Nowhere.
Nowhere.
It may be California, but do you want to?
As the Japanese said during World War II, invading the mainland of America, the United States mainland, is suicide because there will be a gun behind every blade of grass.
And that was in the 40s.
Yeah, that was in the 40s.
This is a different time period.
Oh yeah, Telling's right. If you hear the banjos, it's too late. Also, remember, and this is if you go to Appalachia or any of those areas, up, in that area. Remember, if you hear a child, crying in the woods, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't hear anything. Ignore it.
You didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear anything.
Run,
you ignore
run.
it and go back home.
Get in the helicopter. Leave, Boris.
Yeah. It's time to evacuate. Forget the samples. Get on the dropship. Leave. You didn't hear anything.
Forget you saw anything. Hit him with the Men in Black little, mind wiper.
Yeah, the mind wiper.
There really is nowhere you can go in America that would be like, oh, where do you want to drop? It's Fortnite, and America's the battle pass, or the new map. Where we dropping, boys?
Nowhere nearby. Yeah.
Not California, kind of stinky. Not New York, way too crowded and very angry people.
Not
Florida,
Detroit,
no.
it's dead.
Not Detroit. They keep shooting at the plane. Tried to land in Utah. The Mormons got angry and God struck us down. Louisiana, hurricane. God once again strikes again. We've got sent back to Russia via hurricane. Texas?
Yeah, nada. And Alabama? Absolutely not. Everyone,
no.
Yeah, it's either the racists or the inbreds.
Pick your fight. You're not winning either.
Yeah. Yeah, Biscuit's right. If the forest goes quiet, it's time to leave if you're in Appalachia. Yep. Remember, folks, and this is important, you know things are okay and they're everywhere safe if you can hear birds chirping and insects making noise. The moment everything goes quiet, that's something is wrong and you need to get ready.
Redlock, I have the answer. Is it Rocky Mountain or Rocky Top? Because if they land on the mountains, then the moonshiners want to get to them first. I'm sorry, they're not going to be coming back.
South Texas is chill. Stay away from the border areas. Y'all ever been to Juarez?
Y'all ever been to Juarez?
Trying to think, what's that place in Mexico that everyone goes to that's like, has like the beaches and everything and it's like really, really popular? What is it?
Tijuana, question mark?
I don't think it's not Tijuana, it's something else.
Mexico City, probably.
No, I'm trying to remember I wish I could remember, but there is a part of Mexico, no, it's not Veracruz. There's a part of Mexico that's basically, it's tourist central because of the beaches. I literally wish I could remember.
Oh, let's see. Cancun.
Yeah, it's Cancun. Thank you. Yeah, Cancun is basically, you know, tourist central in Mexico. I think it's like the richest city in Mexico, too, because of the tourism.
You know, I don't actually. Maybe everyone has their own like little funny or sad thing for if the Russians invade, they do a Red Dawn. What does your state do? And it's like, you know, Florida man, whatever. I wonder what Georgia does. The only thing I could think of is, we are the home of the Rangers. So, bye.
Well,
We have equipped them with spoons.
That's all. It always makes me laugh when people are like, "What if we have a Red Dawn scenario?" The entire thing about Red Dawn, like that I know it's a classic movie and everything, but people tend forget that in Red Dawn, the reason they even get in the first place is literally because they start dropping nukes everywhere. They openly say in the movie that
what about West Virginia? People, have you heard of the Mothman before?
Yeah, the Mothman in West Virginia. They openly say in the original Red Dawn movie that legalized nuclear bombs. Nuclear weapons are being thrown around left, right, and center because one of the kids asked this U.S. Army member who they meet up with. He goes, I thought there was I thought there were several. He goes, we got a couple dozen million Chinamen helping us out over in Asia. He goes, I thought there were several billion Chinamen. Yeah, there were. Which, that's terrifying. But yeah.
They invented Fallout. They just need power armor.
Oh, that's the thing. The Chinese never get power armor in Fallout. The Americans make power armor because they can't deal with the Chinese manpower. No, they make the stealth suits.
Yeah, they couldn't deal with the stealth suits, so they had to make the men more powerful. So that's why they have power armor. They actually, I forget which city it is. I don't know if it's Shanghai, but somehow the Americans either airdropped or somehow they walked all the way into China.
Oh no, they airdropped them. They airdropped them, and there was a battle in Shanghai. And again, the stealth suits. Best stealth suit is the stealth suit Mark II from New Vegas. Do you like me? The talking stealth suit.
I don't know how comfortable I'd be wearing a suit like that where it's talking to you.
Oh, well, it monitors your vitals, and it also administers stim packs if your health starts dropping.
Okay, but it's like a personalized AI, and you're naked under the suit. It knows.
You want to know the funny thing is that it's apparently fan canon that the suit can move on its own. Like it can take, it can move on its own. It doesn't need you.
Ew.
Yeah, I know.
Don't like it.
Yeah. Ew. I don't like them. I don't like it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. There's actually I'm trying to remember. It makes me laugh in retrospect. There's a comic. I wish I could remember who did it. I think it was made by Van Ripper, the same guy who made Helltaker. But there's a comic where where the courier comes back to his house and finds the Mark II stealth suit there. And the stealth suit says that if it's weird that it doesn't have a head, it has a number of masks or these weird almost like mascot heads that it can put on, and it can change its personality to fit those mascots. And I remember thinking, I'm like, okay, cool concept, creepy as fuck, but cool concept. Yes, and Biscuit's right. Power armor was invented after the failure of Liberty Prime. Liberty Prime online.
How could Liberty Prime fail? How could he fail?
Because they couldn't figure out how to make they couldn't make him figure out. They couldn't figure out how to make him work, how to power him, how to make him move.
But in the apocalypse era, a bunch of greased up what would you call them?
Tech heads.
I was looking for something to compare them with LARPers.
They are LARPers.
Well,
got the military LARPers.
There's something else, because after a while they stop being military, they just become religious types.
Yeah.
At least in the original Fallout, they're oh yes, I love technology.
You want to know something really funny? So, for those who played Fallout 3, you probably remember Sarah Lyons, the super cool paladin who was one of your friends and was actually, very helpful to you and your family. So, she becomes the leader of the Brotherhood chapter in DC after her father dies. But then Sarah Lyons is killed on a mission. Fun fact, it's been hinted or suggested and then outright strongly suggested that that Maxon got her killed so he could become leader of the Brotherhood.
And then he just turned them into the outcasts.
Well, no, he absorbed everyone back in because he decided, fuck
Well, yeah.
saving people, we're only after technology. Which is why I have no problem shooting him.
Who did you pick
The
in
Minutemen.
4?
The Minutemen.
Oh.
Because the Minutemen, look, I admit that, I feel bad for the synths and everything, but at the end of the day, the Railroad doesn't have a way to make the Commonwealth better. The Institute doesn't give a shit. And the Brotherhood basically wants everyone to serve them, which does not help. Doesn't help the case. But the Minutemen, sure, you have to put in a lot of effort for them, and the whole another settlement needs your help. First of all, that's a glitch. Yeah, for those who don't know, the reason Preston always tells you that is because there's a glitch in his coding to where what's supposed to happen is if you don't have any optional quests at the time, then he'll tell you. But if you have one, he's not supposed to give you another one. But there's a glitch in his code that makes it so he always tells you that.
I think that was fixed. I thought it was.
I believe it's fixed now.
It's fixed now, so that every single time you at least complete one, he'll then say, "Hey, there's another one."
Yeah, but if you leave it be, he won't be given the whole another settlement needs your help. No, he'll leave it be so you can actually talk to him. I just got word another settlement.
Lich, I want to say my first pick when I played Fallout New Vegas was the Legion because they were so weird and different. Not that I agreed with them, but I picked them because they were so weird and different. I was like, you know what? They're definitely not the Brotherhood. They're not.
You want to know something bad though? That actually, so when Badger made his New Vegas video, that actually, it didn't hurt him, but it actually got a lot of people to abandon his channel and actually get really pissed at him, because when he pointed out, he's like, because in the video he says, he goes, oh, wait, don't they practice slave labor and crucify people? Yes, they do. But when Badger said he sided with them, yeah, a lot of people were very quick to point out, Badger, that's fucked up. You're fucked up. Because
that's so weird.
Look,
I'm not saying. Hold on. I'm not saying
ahead.
Badger's weird because he played with the Legion and he likes them. No, it's weird that people are like, "How dare you? You played the Legion and you thought they were cool? Evil." It's like they're a weird faction. You can like weird factions.
You can like weird. The problem is that everyone I know who's ever done a Legion playthrough openly says they're like, oh no, they're scum. They're horrible people. I'm only doing the playthrough so I can see the other missions they have. And it, one of my friends even said, I hate doing this, but I want to see what kind of stuff they have. See, that's the thing. The bad ones are the people who say, yeah, no, I totally agree with the Legion. I think the Legion are cool. I think, I believe in what they stand for. Yeah, no, those people are fucked up.
I like the Legion in only one reason. They're just so interesting.
Yeah, they're different.
Don't like them. They're so different, and if you're wanting to do something like a lore accurate playthrough, you have to really radically change your play style. You can't use stim packs. You have to use healing powder, food, and stuff like that.
You can't use guns.
Really
you gotta use melee weapons.
Well. No, you can use guns. It's just you're not going to be walking around with a 50 cal sniper. You're going to be walking around with a cowboy repeater, and your main weapon is going to be a machete.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to use stealth.
Yep.
So it's really interesting playthrough. Game-wise, it is a different breath of fresh air compared to... You could literally play the NCR, and it would just be a normal playthrough. You can even just use chems, because, even though they say don't use chems, there's a whole entire Bad Batch that just one of them does chems, so...
I think the thing about it with the Legion is that when you read about how the Legion was formed, that's also pretty interesting. That they basically just
Yeah.
absorbed all the other tribes to make the Legion, everything. But then when you realize what they stand for and what they do, you're like, oh, no, we don't do that here.
Oh yeah. I mean, it emulates the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
So there you go.
When I say
Interesting
when I
take.
say Awe, you say true to Kaiser. Also, I would like to point out because, okay, let the historian tell y'all this. Fun fact. So a lot of people even today say they're like, why is it Kaiser? It's Caesar. Well, yes and well, yes, but technically no, because in our version in the Western world we say Gaius Julius Caesar. That's what we say. In Rome, they would have said Gaius Julius Caesar. Or sorry, Gaius Julius Caesar. So
Because they say it wrong.
yeah, so it is. So to the Romans, it is Kaiser. But the thing is, in most of the world now, when we hear Kaiser, we think Kaiser and we think Germany. But no, it's correct. It's just not right, depending on who you ask.
What's that one thing that they have like spray painted on some of the signs? It's like, I'll toss your salad, Caesar.
Yeah. And if you want another example, that's why, like, so example, if you've lived in the United States like me and you know anything about Native Americans, you probably know who the Iroquois are. But that's not what they called themselves. They called themselves Haudenosaunee? Like, they have an actual name for their people. But we called them the Iroquois. Because that was the name of their confederation, the Iroquois Confederacy. But they have a, like, Haudenosaunee, I think is how they say their name. Again, I don't know, I don't remember exactly how it is, but but depending on where they're from, like, each tribe had its own name. They were just all together Iroquois. Just like how I could say, oh, I live in the Southeast, but I am an American, basically. And hey, at the end of the day, if you don't like how evil everyone is, just play Yes Man. Be Yes Man and run everything yourself. I would sooner spit on the grave than grave of my mother than do anything what a courier walk the wasteland fuck tells me. Which, not gonna lie, that's
off the Hoover Dam you go.
Yeah. Yes Man, throw General Oliver here off my dam.
Yo, send him into the drink. Yes Man's like, yes sir, and hits a hole in one.
Yeah. Yes Man, send him to Detroit. No, you can't do this to me.
Oh no. Oh, do you remember Fallout lore for what happened to Detroit?
Mm-hmm.
Caesar went through and burnt it and burnt the dogs.
Yeah, he burnt everything. Pittsburgh got turned into the Pit, which is its own DLC. And then, trying to think. Oh god, that actually reminds me. Does anyone remember, I'm sure everyone here has heard of it. Does anyone remember the very, very, very controversial Fallout mod that was this huge fan project?
The Frontier question mark.
What was it called? Like the one where... Huh?
Was it the Frontier?
Yes, that one, the Frontier. No. If y'all don't know about the Frontier was this massive mod put together by a lot of people to basically, it's almost as like its own like DLC or even expansion. However,
it was made by people who are insane and they need to be investigated.
Oh yes, very much so. The lead developer of that mod had some very choice things he wanted in the game, and they're not good. No, Fallout London's okay, but the Frontier is not okay.
I keep this in mind. There are 3 paths. You have the NCR, the Legion, and then there's the quote-unquote Brotherhood, but there's something different. The other 2 are kind of your stock standard kind of Fallout game, or at least they try to be, but then the NCR one is the one that the creator dumps so much into it, and it doesn't even feel like It doesn't even feel like a Fallout game. It feels like Call of Duty. This man played too much Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
And literally tried to emulate Hideo Kojima in my Fallout.
Yeah. And also the the Nazis from space.
The Nazi Enclave?
Yeah, the Nazis from space. And yes, there is a scene in The Frontier where, like, you literally have, no joke, Germans from the 1940s who come from a moon colony. And they all speak German. It is the dumbest thing.
They're in the Enclave. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, if you want the Enclave, if you want to experience the Enclave, go play Fallout 2. Because in that one, we have Frank Corrigan, the scariest motherfucker to ever come out of Fallout. Yeah.
Hello, mutie.
Yeah, you've gotten a lot farther than you should have, but then you haven't met Frank Corrigan. You're right.
Frank Corrigan. What is he again? Isn't he like Secret Service?
Yeah, I'm getting to that. He's like, your ride's over, mutie. Time to die. Who are you? Me. Yeah, me. Frank Corrigan. That's who. United States Secret Service. And he's like a 13 or 14 foot tall super mutant with his intelligence, clad in
a behemoth.
Yeah, a behemoth, clad in power armor, and with a plasma caster and like a minigun.
A minigun, yes.
He's the scariest dude.
Listen, I don't know who he voted for, but this man, I'm afraid of whatever political affiliation he is with, because whatever it is, it has to be insane. This man is crazy.
And he's also voiced.
Oh yeah.
He's voiced by it's the same guy who played Worf in Star Trek. So.
Oh, he's who?
Yeah, Frank Corrigan's voice actor is the same guy who played Worf in Star Trek.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, your ride's over, mutie. Time to die. Yeah, he voted for Senator Armstrong. Yeah.
Someone get Frank Corrigan some prune juice. A warrior's beverage.
A warrior's drink. Yeah, a warrior's drink.
Thank you very much, Star Trek.
Yeah.
They would get along so well, Isaac.
You guys
Only the strong survive. Yeah,
so
Frank Corrigan.
So here's the crazy thing for y'all. I don't know if y'all have ever there's some really good quotes in old Star Trek, and I think one of them that sticks with me is, like, there's a lot of good ones. I still remember some of the Ferengi rules of acquisition, like how to conduct business, with one of them being, Ferengi rule of acquisition, always approach every deal with an empty hand and an open checkbook, which is one of them. And then another one is when, I'm trying to remember, it's when Quark, the bartender in Deep Space Nine, is telling Garrick, who's a Cardassian, about why the Federation is so interesting and why people join it. And he uses root beer as a description, and Garrick's never had it before. And he goes like, it's vile, it's sweet, it's bubbly. He goes like, exactly, just like and it lingers, just like the Federation. Because that's it. That's what he says. He goes, the Federation has its positive traits, and that's what attracts people. And they don't realize all the problems until it's too late. So, and also Avery, I don't know if it's Avery Jones or Avery James, who plays Cisco, the most badass man in Star Trek. Remember, for those who don't know, in Star Trek, Captain Kirk would flirt with the enemy. Captain Picard would use his charisma and his knowledge to outsmart somebody. Cisco's just gonna shoot a motherfucker. So,
what would you say Janeway's quality
Janeway would
is?
Janeway would go back in time and just stop the problem from ever happening. Because that's just what she does. Like, Janeway herself says it, I don't respond well to threats. And she doesn't. But the thing is, Janeway went on to become an admiral. And they make it clear in all the old Star Trek shows and movies that if you take a desk job as an admiral, you're going to feel trapped because you'll never be at the helm of a ship again. Which is why Picard, the only time Picard becomes an admiral is when he's an old man. Up until that point, he's still captaining a ship. And Janeway took an admiral position. And that's why in like Star Trek Vengeance, or whatever the 8th movie is called, she tells Picard over a communicator, she's like, the Romulans, the Remans, he goes like, unidentified ships. You get to have all the fun, Jean-Luc, as being a captain. Just lucky, Admiral. Because, yeah, he's like, nope, I'm not getting out of this chair. Yes, Cisco was literally shoot first, ask questions sometime later. Also, Cisco, the man, Cisco, when after facing a personal betrayal and realizing that people were not taking him seriously, Cisco decided, okay, I'm going to get the guy who betrayed me to turn himself in, and I'm going to punish the rebels who he's been helping. I'm going to make this planet uninhabitable while there's people still on it. They didn't evacuate when I told them I was coming, so now I'm going to fucking nuke their atmosphere and make their planet uninhabitable for 50 years. Like, again, this is Cisco we're talking about. Also, Benjamin Sisko likes yelling at people. You can literally look it up on YouTube. It says Benjamin Sisko yells at people, and it's literally like 15 minutes of him just yelling at people in the show.
Can we all agree on one thing? Star Trek Picard is terrible.
It's not bad.
No.
It's okay. It could have been a lot worse, in my opinion.
Don't say that. They'll figure it out. They'll get there. I don't like New Trek. I'm sorry.
That's fair. Fun fact, though.
I don't like New Trek where all they want to do is pretend that they're Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact, though, in Picard, in the last episode of Picard, when Picard, Riker, and Geordi are all on the bridge, and they shut down the, they go like, computer, activate shutdown sequence. And the ship starts shutting itself down. Jonathan Frakes, who plays Riker, they have him say, I miss that voice. That was improv. And that was literally him saying, I miss the voice actress who did all the computer lines. She's been dead for a few years. So that was literally Jonathan Frakes saying, out of character, like in character, but also, paying homage, saying, I miss the person who did that voice.
Yeah.
So, and also the card playing scene. If you watch The Next Generation like I did, and watch the finale of that, where Captain Picard finally goes to play cards with all of the, the main stars of the show, at the end of Picard, when he has everyone together having a reunion, he goes like, and to that end, and he pulls out an ace of spades, and they all start playing cards with each other. And what's crazy about that is that according to the directors of that show, the actors just played cards for over an hour in character. And so they just took whatever bits and pieces of that they could and made that into the ending because everyone was just having so much fun. So yeah, maybe the show's not great, but it has some good moments. Every show has some good moments.
I'm sure other people will enjoy it. I don't think I will.
Let me give you guys an example, because I'm sure someone's going to be like, wait, Zaruk, are you saying the Halo TV show has some good moments? Yeah, it's wherever Chief is getting his ass kicked. Because that's not my Master Chief. In fact, I'm trying to remember, who plays Master Chief in the Halo TV show? Because whoever it is, his career's fucking over. Trying to remember, I don't know who he is. His career's over, though. And for those who don't know why, it's because, like, not only was the Halo TV show a disaster and didn't do as well as they'd hope, but that actor was also kind of a prima donna and stuff.
Pablo Schreiber.
Yeah, well, Mr. Schreiber was also a big ass prima donna on the show, and nobody likes new actors who are prima donnas. No one likes those people. So, if you're a veteran actor, sure, you can be a prima donna from time to time. But if you're new, you can't be a prima donna.
Behave.
Yeah, behave. Which he didn't. Also, this is the dumb motherfucker I used both of those words with as much, hatred as I can conjure up. That dumb motherfucker who said in an interview, yeah, I can't emote or act well enough with a helmet on, so I have to take my helmet off playing Master Chief. Which literally translates to, I want people to see my face so I can get more acting after this. I don't give a shit if the character wears a helmet all the time. I want people to see me. And fat lot of good that did him, because I don't think he's going to be getting any more work for a while.
You know what's funny is, he says that, but I believe after that, a lot of people were kind of just like making fun of him and were just like, listen, dude, here's a bunch of characters that you only see their helmet, and it's just like,
Yeah, Mandalorian, Judge Dredd.
Yeah, Judge Dredd, you never see his face, you just see his weird 5 o'clock shadow.
Also,
I don't even remember who played him in the recent one.
Carl Urban. Carl Urban.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
and you don't even know who he is.
Yeah, Carl
you
Urban.
You just see his mouth.
Yeah, Carl Urban, aka Billy Butcher, and also Éomer in Lord of the Rings. But yeah, and if y'all haven't seen the more recent Judge Dredd movie with Carl Urban, go watch it. It's really good. It
Please,
really
for
is.
the love of God, can we just have another one, please? It doesn't. It just. Oh, please. It was so violent. I loved it.
And again. As bad as it is, this is not a hot take, but as bad as it is, the Judge Dredd movie with Sylvester Stallone has a soft spot in my heart because it's so bad it's good, and because it's quotable. I am the law. These blocks are under arrest. What are you doing down there, Hershey? Taking cover. They're firing 20mm cases rounds from over 500 meters. The effective killing range of that weapon is 200 meters. Hi, I'm Gardenia. I'm the town's gym leader. My last challenge was this awfully speedy young guy. Actually, his name was Barry. He told me about you. He said that another challenger's on the way, so that made me antsy. In my gym, no one gets to battle with the gym leader, me, until the end. Challenger has to beat all the other gym trainers first. I'll be waiting for you in the back. Don't disappoint me.
That's most gyms, Gardenia. I don't know if you've understood this.
Yeah, here comes Mr. The Law. Yeah, law. And the only reason I know about that movie is because I watched the Nostalgia Critics jokes on it. So, 40 years! The first-degree murder of a street judge. Let me guess. Life. Death.
I remember when that movie came out, we didn't watch it in theaters. We somehow saw it at the house. And I knew nothing about Judge Dredd, but it was just so insane to see that this movie, it had like zero plot. Not the Sylvester Stallone one. It was just this movie, zero plot. The plot is there is a bad person. We have to go kill them. Yep. And they do that. And it's just edge of your seat action. It's just like, oh my god, finally. Murder.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on Inuyasha? Inuyasha! Kagome! I've seen bits and pieces, but I've not watched all of Inuyasha. However, y'all, you guys know Morocco from the show, right? And you know his badass move, the wind tunnel? Yeah, I can do that shit too.
Chad, I've not watched anime in my life.
It's the old man. So, this is Eterna's Pokemon statue, shaping our world, our time and space in an intertwining spiral. Revered in Sinnoh are the Pokemon of time and space. Sinnoh's myth, its truth needs investigation. Pardon me, step aside. Well, at least he's polite about it. Also, Amina says, your avatar's Lucario, you've seen anime, don't even lie.
Maybe. Okay, I admit, the only anime I've seen is Pokemon.
Alright, I've got a question for chat. This is for everyone in chat. I want everyone to answer if you can. It can even be a hot take, I don't care. What do you think is the most overrated anime?
Dragon Ball.
Alright, we're starting off with a very hot take. Not that
I
I
refuse to elaborate.
Yeah, not that I disagree in some aspects. There are some parts of it that are overrated, but I don't think the whole series is overrated.
Okay, my hottest take about Dragon Ball is that it is constantly, what do you know about Dragon Ball? Well, the only thing that I know about Dragon Ball is that it's a constant power creep, and it's just like, in the next Dragon Ball, we will introduce a brand new Dragon Ball thing where there will be a bad guy, and the bad guy is evil, and he has to go Super Saiyan Bajillion
Hi,
and 2.
Cynthia. Oh, that device you have. Is it a Pokedex? Wow, that brings back some memories. Pardon me, what's your name? Okay, hello, Zaruk. I'll be sure to remember that name. My name's Cynthia. I'm a trainer, just like you. I've been studying Pokemon.
Not.
Yeah, I've been studying Pokemon mythology lately, just out of curiosity. Here in Eternus City, there's a statue of an ancient Pokemon. No. Have you seen it already? According to myth, it's an extremely powerful Pokemon. Who knows? You may encounter something like it while you're traveling with your Pokedex.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
No one breaks the law on my watch. But Cynthia, I haven't broken any laws.
Your stolen goods.
Now pay your fine.
Or it's off to jail.
But I haven't done anything.
Zaruk, I don't like this lady. She gives off a dark aura.
And she gives me HMO1 cut. Remember, the hidden move cut can be used in the field. It'll let you go places that were previously inaccessible. Now, do me a favor and go cut yourself. What?
Oh.
No, there's like there's a comma in there, so she's like basically saying go use the move. Again, everyone's scared of her, but Cynthia is like, what'd you call her? She's like the ultimate ditz in the anime.
Yeah, she's a very ditzy blonde. She'll go from the most intimidating trainer to, I would like 2 Celestia cones, please.
Yeah, and then when Brock starts hitting on her, she actually gets, she stops Krogunk from hurting him. Because she's like, no, wait, let him go on. Let's see, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Naruto, Attack on Titan. Most overrated, in my opinion, any isekai. Yeah, but campfire cooking! But campfire cooking is so good! And Amina and I can say that the Red Ranger in Another Universe is also really good. It's actually pretty funny.
What is the term for all of like Dragon Ball and Naruto?
Shonen.
Yeah. Can we just agree that shonen animes are kind of mid?
Yeah, most of them are.
Because at the end of the day, a lot of them are just
Biscuit. Hold on, sorry, Biscuit. You can't say that. You can't say that. A lot of people are gonna get mad at that.
He's not wrong.
Arise or erect. I'm not gonna get over the actor. What's his name? Alex. Someone help me. Amina Grinex. What's the name of the actor for Solo Leveling? Alex Lee. The man literally came to the United States and didn't know how to speak English, and then now speaks it fluently, and is known for being one of the most hilarious voice actors out there. Like, he told people, he was like, stop bothering me, or I'm purposely gonna mess up the Arise line that you guys like so much in Solo Leveling. And he didn't mess it up. He got it right. But then they showed all the footage of him doing, like, different versions of it. Wakey, wakey. And yes, Restaurant to Another World is also very, very good. I've read the chapter book. I'm very upset we didn't get a 3rd season.
I wanted to say about not isekais,
Go
but
ahead.
shonens is just, I very much hate animes where it's just like the Pokemon anime has this problem too, where it is, we are introducing a new mechanic, and we will introduce the new enemy, and the enemy is super powerful, and oh my god. And then in the next, whatever, Goku has now become Super Dragon Ball.
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Yeah, Super Saiyan God, level 12, with now he has like rainbow hair and whatever, and it's just like, okay.
Yeah, okay.
It's like, oh boy, he's stronger again. Yay. And it gives credence. It gives those people who watch the what's that, like, Super Death Battle or Death Match or whatever, where
Death
they're
Battle. Yeah.
who's most powerful, Superman or Batman? Ugh. And it's just like, these these are apples and oranges. Why do you... People who care too much about power level, you need to investigate them because they care too much about being stronger. And it's just like, okay.
Why don't you raise your own power level and get yourself some bitches? And it's funny. I actually had someone tell me that once. They're like, you can't, he goes like, shouldn't be talking about people like that. He goes like, when you got no bitches yourself. I'm like, wrong. I'm married. So... I would cast repel maidens on thee, but I see someone has beat me to it.
I'm using max repels.
Mm-hmm. Art thou maidenless? See. My grass-type Pokemon can dole out serious damage. Yeah, but I got a flying type, so... This ain't gonna go the way you think. Die. Bum-ba-dum, bum-ba-dum, bum. Bum-ba-dum, bum-ba-dum. All right, we've got an ad playing, so I am gonna run to the restroom real quick. Jarrett will entertain all of y'all. I'll be right back.
Chad, it's just me and you. Hello. Would you like to ask me anything? I'm an incredibly boring person. I resent that. Very much not a cool Lucario. I am in fact the coolest Lucario. Please get the title correct. I apologize, chat. I don't know how to entertain a crowd. I am in fact very stage fright and scared. I guess I can kind of talk a little freely. I kind of wish that Zaruk, when he got Morgana, that he should have, probably gotten the pre-evolution, because the problem with Morgana that we're going to see, I saw your character drawn by Steaming Bun Bun. I forget which artist that is. I have gotten a lot of commissions over the years. I apologize. But, Emo Bun. Oh, I don't have that picture uploaded anymore. I just don't use it. I know exactly what you're talking about now. See, when you said Bun, I was thinking of Dr. Thick Buns Wilson. But we're gonna see a problem in the future, probably with Morgana, because she is not leveled up, or she's not the correct Pokemon. If she was the pre-evolution we would be going through, that she could get her her normal moves as she levels up, but as it stands, yeah, she's not going to be getting the correct moves, I believe. Oh, but it's a funny thing that we have Morgana here, because this is the generation we get Morganas. Yeah, you're right, Amina. If I was around, I probably would have told Zaruk to get a Mischievous first, and then we would get a Mismagius. Because you can get a Dust Stone pretty easy in the game. I believe you get it after you beat May, and then you do one of the Team Plasma missions where you get the key, and then you're able to get into Plasma HQ through the storage. It's literally right there behind the door, I believe. That's where it is in BDSP, so because those games are pretty similar or whatever, I assume it's still kind of the same. While I'm entertaining chat, would you like to hear my frustration while I'm playing this other game? I hate to tell you, you have no choice. You're going to listen to me. So I'm playing this survival game, and no one was online, so I was just offline raiding a bunch of people. And one of them wanted... voice crack. Thanks, Jared. You're such a cool dude. I was raiding someone and another person joins, and I'm thinking, you know, oh, their reputation is like 0, so they must be like a normal or a new person. And I'm going about my raid and stuff. I'm not really bothered by him. And then lo and behold, while I'm in the middle of raiding, he just comes up behind me and shoots me, and I lose all of my raiding gear, and I'm just like, pain. All the pain, because I had so much good loot. I had basically a Carl Gustav recoilless rifle,
Okay,
a big... Oh, there he is. Chat, story time's over.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, no, I was just talking about this video game that I was playing.
Like? Which one?
Unturned. So I was raiding someone, or they were not online, and then someone comes online, and I'm thinking like, oh, they have like no reputation. That must mean that they are like new to the server, so they shouldn't be able to come and find me. Lo and behold, they were very geared, and they knew apparently exactly where I was, and they came right up to me and shot me in the back of the head, and I'm just like, there goes my extremely versatile rocket launcher, my night vision, and like the rail gun that I found. Fun.
Also, what is this? What do you mean, Amino? One of the issues of hacking in fully evolved Pokemon. What's the issue?
Oh, we were talking about that in the future it's going to be a problem for Morgana to get her sort of signature moves because you hacked her in. So she's not, when she levels up, she should have been a Mischievous at first, because in the game they did kind of map it around being able to level her up appropriately, because this is the generation that you get Morganas, you get Mismagiuses.
Yeah, but not in this game. That's the problem.
Should.
Yeah, the only way,
Yeah,
the
you
only
should.
game, yeah, of the 3, you can only get Mismagius normally in Pearl.
Pearl. I'm pretty sure you're still able to get the Dusk Stone.
Yes, you are. Anyway, it's her turn to battle. You can't win when you're distracted by all the nice smells around here. No, nah, I'd win. Now, Morgana. Power word scrunch. Die.
Oh, Dragonoid, we could have, but you see, there's a problem with that. That would mean we would have to trade.
Yeah.
And the totally legit Game Boy, for some reason, doesn't want to connect. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yep.
It's Miyamoto's fault, or, someone. It's probably Reggie's fault. You know what? Yeah.
No, it's not.
Reggie's
No,
fault.
leave Reggie out of this. It's Doug Bowser's fault.
Yeah, him too. It's all their faults.
And yes, I will not get over the fact that the current president of Nintendo of America is named Doug Bowser.
You think they hired that guy just because his last name is
No,
Bowser?
no. But I do find it ironic that he's the current president. And also, fun fact, sitting in his office are two Mario
Is a
and
Bowser.
Well, no, it's a Mario and Luigi plushie tied up. He's named Doug Bowser, and he probably said some evil stuff.
Kinda.
All right, let's go, Gardania.
I would say he's not probably... never mind. I lost my train
wait,
of thought.
what evil things has he said?
He's probably just not the most,
Right. Yeah. I'm saying if you're too poor, then just buy the Nintendo Switch 1. Yeah, that's not a good thing to say, Doug.
No, I don't advocate for violence. However,
I'm sure,
egg this man.
Yeah, I'm sure Reggie probably saw that and was like, oh my god, what are you doing?
Reggie's probably doing cartwheels in his sleep thinking about that, because the one thing coming out of his mouth is, wasn't he the one that said if it's not fun, why bother?
Yeah. It was him who said that, and he was also very close with Iwata, who was the one who basically put the gamers first.
I mean, right now the quality of games that we're getting, video games ought to be $20
Yeah.
for like AAA titles.
Well, it's also funny to
Yes.
hear all these people saying like, "Oh, don't let Nintendo get away with this. Vote with your wallet or speak with your wallet." Yeah, except you literally can't pre-order the new Mario Kart game anywhere because they've literally overloaded a ton of places for pre-orders. So many people want it. So yeah, no one is speaking with their wallet. They all want the game. So, nice job, guys. You're gonna make gaming a lot more
Excellent
expensive
job.
for everyone. Take this. Power word scrunch. Got it. Nice job, Morgana. Roserade. Not the end yet. Oh, but it's about to be. Scrunch. Got it. One round crit. Oko. I agree. I'm not getting it either to the battery, the screen, and the exclusives are fixed. Correct. Wow. Oh, well, close. Almost 2 level ups. You're really tough. Wasn't hard. Was that, let's see. I grant you this. Got the forest badge from Gardania. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bada bum. Well, this is Grass Knot. It's one of my favorite moves. I didn't get to use it because you one-hit KO'd my ace Pokemon. You jerk. I mean, that's one way of looking at it, Redlock. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I honestly hope people who are dumping money, you know, on that Switch and Pokemon Za are, like, I hope, like, I don't mean to be a dick, but I really hope the game's trash in some aspects. I hope it's a laggy mess. And so you guys will finally open your eyes and realize that, no, they are literally pumping these out as fast as possible because they know you'll buy them. Like, I don't want people to be, you know, waste their money, but at the same time, like, guys, y'all need to realize y'all need to stop. Otherwise, they're just going to keep doing it. Yeah, Amina's right. If it succeeds at such a high level, it tells the rest of the industry that it's okay to abuse your customers.
Even as a big fan of Pokemon, and I try to get every single new game, I don't think I'll be getting this new one. Legends Arceus was really good, but just because of the egregious business practices, yeah, I'm not gonna be touching it. I was watching...
What?
I don't know. Trying to think about how to word this. I was watching a certain Twitch streamer and old YouTuber, and he wanted to pre-order a Switch, or the Switch 2, but he was so dumb that on the Walmart website that he went to, it very clearly said, and in the email that he got back, it said there can only be one Switch 2 per household to stop from scalpers from, you know, basically buying 100.
Yep.
He was so dumb that he saw it, read it, said it aloud on stream, and then he had the gall to tell his chat, I don't know why they did it, dude. I did everything right. Like, are you kidding me?
Did his chat chew him out and be like, are you stupid? Did you read it?
Zaruk, I'll tell you who it is off stream.
Okay. But did they rip him apart saying, are you stupid?
They rip him apart on everything. This man is not a smart man.
Oh, is it Queso?
No.
Oh,
it's Darkside Phil.
Oh, I don't know who the fuck that is. I was about to say, because I was about to say, I don't think it's Queso. I was about to say, I hope it's not Queso, because Queso's actually pretty chill.
Oh no, Queso's great. Queso's a great dude. It's Darkside Phil. Darkside Phil is notoriously very, very dumb. And just very arrogantly is just like, I'm very, very smart, and everyone that doesn't like me is in fact a mouth-drooling idiot.
What is that name? Hold on.
DSP.
Oh, it's that dude!
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he looks like a dickhead.
He
also,
is.
I wish he would. I just looked him up. I wish he'd take off that cowboy hat because he looks like a he looks like a guy on YouTube I used to know named Lucario's Claw, aka Keston Howard, and he has the same cowboy hat. And I'm like, part of me is like, take that shit off. You don't deserve to wear that.
He's not even Southern. He's from like Maine or something. He's from one of those northern places. He really is just... This stream is not going to turn into Darkside Phil. I refuse. I was just watching him for that because it became like big news. I'm like, are you kidding me? And he went on a rant too. He went on like a big boy rant talking about like, I will not get the Switch 2 because of terrible business practices. Anyway, he's trying to get two.
What? Because he can't get two? What? Because he can't have two of them?
Oh no.
That's the terrible business practice?
He doesn't. No, he said it before. I think his understanding is that he saw on Twitter people saying, the Switch 2 is bad because Nintendo is charging extremely high tear-ups and yada yada yada. You know, all of the reasons why. And he regurgitated like, oh yes, I don't like this. But then immediately turns around and is just like, I want to get the Switch 2 for me. And the other one. He makes the excuse that he wants to maybe get the other one for his wife. Or to give it a giveaway.
Wife?
Oh, Zuru.
He's got a wife who puts up with that bullshit?
Well, I don't know for how long.
Look,
but yes, he does.
Let me put it to you guys this way. When it comes to Amina's and I's relationship, I don't know if any of y'all have ever seen if y'all know the YouTuber, well, okay, they're an artist, but they have a YouTube channel and they're named Likenheart, and they have little animatics or little animations of like their drawings, and one of them is of two of their characters who are currently in a relationship, and it perfectly sums up how I want Amina and I to handle things. It's based off a Vine or a video where like a guy comes in and it's meant to be a joke for people, and he comes in, he goes like, bitch, what's for dinner? And you hear his wife scared and kind of like, you know, shy, be like, grilled cheese? And he comes over and he's like, if you ever let me talk to you like that again, you should beat the shit out of me. Like, and I told Amina that. I showed her that same clip. I'm like, if I ever talk to you like that or anything like that, beat my ass. Like, real relationships are built on respect for one another. And you should also know, with that same regard, that if you talk shit about your partner, don't be surprised if they decide to talk shit back or beat your ass. So, and again, my wife is a half giant. She can crush me with her bare hands. That's why I was saying wife, because if he's that much of a dumbass and an asshole like you're saying, I'm wondering how long that relationship will last.
You know, you and so many other people also are in the same boat of how
does he make good money? That might be the only reason she's sticking.
No, he doesn't. Absolutely not. No.
Then why is she sticking around?
Zaruk, all of his streams are him just begging. Guys, if we don't hit the goal, I cannot do a DSP Tries It where I eat Burger King for the 15th time.
Wait, is this the dude who, like, you know, ran a subathon where, like, however many subs he got would extend the like how long it went and nobody subbed, so it only lasted like 20 minutes? Is that this?
I'm not aware of that. I'm only aware of his more egregious crimes, quote unquote crimes. But you know, just keep in mind he is the person that he used to have goals, where it was, if I get 25 memberships, I will put on the funny vest.
The haptic vest, I'm guessing?
No, it's just a stupid vest.
Oh.
Like a normal vest. Or if you get me 50 subs, I'll blow bubbles. We'll have fun, positive content. Fun, positive content here.
Fun, positive content. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, fun, positive content. Zaruk, please. Fun, positive content only. No drama.
What's the name of that? I'm trying to remember. When I think of fun, positive content or just something funny, I think of that dude, who, I don't know which streamer it is, but it's the dude who, like, has a face cam and everything. He's like, someone just sent me a picture of a furry with a gun saying, show us what's in the fridge. You want the truth? You want the truth?
There is nothing.
There is no fridge. It's like a cardboard cutout of a fridge. There is no fridge.
The entire chat was gone.
Yeah, I want to know who that dude is. He sounds like he'd be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, show us what's in the fridge, Wayne. You want the truth?
That's the guy who did Half-Life VR, but the AI is self-aware.
Yeah. Look out, Gordon! Haunted boobs up ahead. That guy?
Yeah.
Dr. Coomer.
Oh no, that's a different one.
Oh.
He is the guy who is Gordon.
Yeah.
Gordon, in the
Gordon
entire
Freeman.
He is a very funny dude.
I'm trying to think of some of the
if you want to know who Dr. Coomer was, Dr. Coomer is actually, because people think Dr. Coomer is a man. They are trans. I forget their actual name, but they are she.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the funniest VTubers I know are like Papa Mutt, Whiskey Dingo, Vexoria, Iron Mouse. Trying to think of some other ones. Aside from like, and I'm not listening to people I know like close at hand, like Niall and people like that, because duh, y'all know they're funny. They've been part of our community. Trying to think. Oh yeah, Doug. Doug is hilarious.
I'm gonna be 100 with you, gang. I don't watch a lot of VTubers.
Tom Fox and his Quagsire. Oh, it's Quagsire just named A, like A. I'm not gonna scream because one, I don't have noise cancel. Well, okay, I've got a filter, but I don't have any like noise canceling foam around me. So if I scream, my neighbors are gonna be like, "What the fuck? What's going on?"
Guys, who's trying to murder the imp downstairs? Cut it out.
Oh yeah, and Zenitrea, but Zenitrea is like, I don't really like. She's funny, but I don't watch her. I do watch Heavenly though. Heavenly's hilarious. She's not that good at games. She doesn't even take them seriously. Zen, I've seen you play games and take it seriously.
I really wish I had the...
and Corgi Cam. Corgi's hilarious.
I wish I had the mental ability to watch all of these streamers.
Oh, I don't watch all of them. I mostly watch their clips and everything. And the reason I watch Whiskey is because years ago, I actually watched one of his Mario Chaos streams, and I sent in a donation and got him to read a joke on stream that everyone thought was hilarious. So that was great. Yeah, he like it was before I started my VTubing stuff, and he actually mentioned, he goes like, I was like, the literal thing I sent was, here's a donation and a joke, and the joke I had him read was, what did the right leg say to the left leg? Don't talk to the guy in the middle, he's a dick. And he thought that was hilarious, and a bunch of other people in the stream did too. I got so many kecks that it was great.
I really papega'd at that one. That was really keck W of you, Zuru.
Yeah. That was I must admit that everything I have seen up until this point has been cringe. Roble, what have you done? It was not keck, it was cringe, father. Fucking cut it out.
Keck, cringe, LW.
Yeah. Alright, and our Turtwig evolved into a grottle. We got time to clear out this building. I recall hearing somewhere that Corky Cam was hosting a Party Animals tournament and Whiskey straight up copied it. Yeah, I mean, they're not really copying it when they're both party games. Like, you're just having a party thing. So... Alright, let's see. Party Animals is fun, but you need, like, other people to play it with you. So... I forgot I gotta clean my badges. Filthy, filthy, filthy.
should give him the Morgana. Make her lick it clean.
No.
She'll probably eat the badges too, but...
Yeah, and then I'd never get them back.
Yeah. That's why.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. In case y'all didn't get what the reference to, like, what they're supposed to be when you click on all of them. Alright, let's go. Upstairs.
And if you don't clean them, the badges rust, and you have to go all the way back.
Team
That would be
Galactic's
so
working-
wonderful for a Kaizo Pokemon.
Working hard to find new energy sources for us. I stole it from some weak trainer. I'm gonna beat your ass. Why does, like, if y'all are stealing these from people, why does everyone in Sinnoh have a Glameow? I'm guessing everyone in Sinnoh is just a cat person.
Yeah. Well, Arcanines apparently don't exist, I think.
You mean Growlithe?
Yeah, that too. Arcanines and Growlithe.
So everyone in Sinnoh is a cat person, everyone in Kanto is a dog person.
Yeah. What does that make us in Alola?
Tourists.
That is, Zaruk, your end is near.
I mean, if you're like, well, no. What I mean by that is like, were you like?
There's
it's based,
a lot of tours.
It was based off Hawaii, like the Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, were you born in Hawaii?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, my character. No.
Oh.
I'm not. My
Okay.
character is.
Okay. I apologize then. I was about to say, oh fuck, I apologize. But yeah, like that's the joke I'm making, is that most natural, like most people like that are just who go into Alola are tourists.
Yeah. Especially the island my character is on.
Ordinary people like you can't understand Team Galactic's grand designs. Come to think of it,
Do you
I don't.
understand
Come to think
yourself?
of you funny you say that. Come to think of it, I don't even know what's going on. Yeah, so it's a cult. You were right. It's a freaking cult. They don't even know what's going on.
Yo, they're all danger hairs. They have blue hair.
Yeah. Gregory, don't worry about her. She has green hair and pronouns.
I don't think these people have pronouns. They all look the same.
Gregory.
Traven, what the heck, dude? You're not following in the plan. You have to dye your hair and get a bowl cut. You're out of the club, sir. Ma'am. Whatever you are. I don't know.
Oh,
There's
damn.
no gender difference between the Galactic members.
I forgot. I forgot. Kadabra's a very strong Pokemon.
Yeah. Especially in Gen 3, because it's now supercharged.
However, you're scared of ghosts. Remember, everyone, the psychic type Pokemon are references to the mind. So always think of someone's mind and think what would scare you, because psychic types are weak to ghost, dark, and bug types. All
Oh
phobias.
no, I'm scared of women.
Whammons.
I'm so scared of women looking around profusely. Oh.
Bum, 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 bum.
I'm trying to remember this one meme.
Yeah, all I want to do is see you turn into a giant woman. I feel so bad because Steven Universe had so much potential, and then, like, it just fucking died because the creator kind of, like, dropped the plot, like, dropped the ball.
And Rebecca Sugar is an insane person.
Yes, she is. And I feel bad because a lot of effort and love went into the show, but no, she's absolutely bonkers. It also doesn't, let me put it this way, when people are actively saying they hate the main character of the show near the end, that's not good. And yeah, Cartoon Network didn't help either, but the point still stands that Rebecca Sugar really dropped the ball.
Yeah. I am having weird chest pains. Ugh. Probably shouldn't have had all of those sodas today.
Alright, Let's save before we go take on. What's her name? Venus, Jupiter. I think it's Jupiter. Yeah,
Yes.
Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Excuse me. Yep, it's Jupiter.
Oh no. She has stolen baby Pokemon.
She has pink hair and pronouns.
Her pronouns are steal Pokemon.
Yes, steal and theft.
She really took the be gay, do crimes very literally.
Oh, this ain't gonna work. Sorry, Bingle.
I like this feature in the game that I'm playing. You can find some explosives, these like shells for the Carl Gustav rifle, and there's two.
Carl
there's,
Gustav is a
or there's
rocket
three,
launcher.
actually. Yes, it's a recoilless rifle. That means it's not a rocket launcher.
It's
It's
okay.
fun.
Yeah.
You can shoot this canister shell, which is basically a very high explosive shell, or you can shoot an armor piercing shell that like breaks through structures like easily, or the silly option, trainer shells. It has no explosive filter, but it does an insane amount of damage. So
because you
basically
direct
just-
impact something, someone.
You're shooting. You're shooting basically like a tank shell or something directly at someone. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. Nothing says I don't like you like shooting a Carl Gustav with no explosive filler directly into someone's chest cavity. Goodbye.
Ah, skunk tank. Ugh. Damn it.
I don't like the model they did in this version.
The annoying thing is that it's level 23 for God's sakes. I just got done fighting the gym leader. Why are you more powerful than the gym leader?
I apologize if you heard me hitting my chest.
Oh God, it's kicking my ass. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's gonna do that. It's pretty tanky.
Please die. Damn it.
Oh, have fun. You're now poisoned.
Yeah, what type of Pokemon is Skunk Tank? It's a dark type, right?
Poison.
Oh, poison. Shit.
Zaruke. It's purple. And
I know.
It's
What are poison types
skunk.
weak to?
Please stop making fun of me. Ground and psychic.
Okay. Well,
Your Growl is not going to be a good matchup. You could probably get Morgana, question mark, because...
she's down. She got crit. She got a crit again. Damn it! What is the crit rate on Night Slash?
It's very high because it's a dark type move.
Uh,
A lot of dark type moves have the, they're kind of low damage, but they are very high crits.
yeah, I might actually lose here.
Don't do that. That would not be very bueno.
Well, I can't help it if it's literally like stacking crits every other hit.
Yeah, you're getting sandbagged by this fart cat. If it were me, I'd just punch it.
Damn! Really? Really? Okay. Yeah, it's over.
Chat, it's Jover. We failed the Nuzlocke. Never mind, Dr. Doof is here.
Yeah.
Chad, it's him. They never thought it would happen, but it's him. He's here. Dr. Doof.
God, that's dumb. Wait, you said psychic? Wait, it's poison type. You're right. See,
It's pure poison, so it's it can get crit by psychic types.
Yeah.
You're probably thinking of dark types, which are immune to psychic. I know, it's very dumb because like there's some that are obvious, and then there's why is poison super effective against psychic? Because they needed it to be.
I mean, my whole thing about ground types beating poison types has always been that whole mantra of, you know, rub some dirt in it. You know, if you get hurt or you get like a bite or a wound, people always tell you to rub some dirt in it. That helps me remember.
I guess.
Yeah, which by the way, don't do that. Don't do that.
Please don't.
If you get a cut or a wound, bandage.
If you're really cool and you were young and you had a parent or someone, a figure in your life, that when you got a cut and they would tell you go rub the dirt in it, and you were also probably not a very smart person and you walked out and you actually rubbed dirt in it, you would also experience the pain of them pouring I forget what it was, alcohol or something. Not actual alcohol, but
rubbing alcohol.
Yeah. Remember the fun, the thrill.
All right, move. Move out of the way, Jupiter. It's time for round 2. Round 2, you palm top, pink haired bitch.
Man, they weren't lying. She does have problematic hair and pronouns. Super powerful.
I mean, the other joke I was gonna make was like your hair looks like a dildo. And that's not even my joke. I'm stealing that from Johnny Cage in one of the Mortal Kombat games. You know, your head looks like a dildo. You keep your big mouth and your little mouth shut.
I love my job. Helping Zaruk.
Yeah. Call me Grandmaster. Grandmaster Blueberry Ice. Even a child has more discipline. And then later, Grandmaster Blueberry Ice, eh? Only Johnny Cage may use that name and live. Quick attack, go. Got it. Your ass is grass. Yes, I'll switch.
No,
right.
Zaruk. It's poison type, not grass type. Silly.
Super Kami. Yeah, call me Super Kami Guru. Can I just call you Guru for short? Super Kami Guru will allow this. You lied to me! You said it didn't work. It says it is a dark type. It didn't work.
What?
It said psychic doesn't work on it.
Google lied to me. I can't believe Google lied to me. I'm sorry, Zaruk.
It's dark poison.
Chat, would you like to join me in protesting Google for lying to me? I can forgive a lot, but I can't forgive
if it's
lying.
dark poison, that means what? Ground is the only thing that's effective against it?
Fighting. Sorry, I'm not here to help you with that. I would help you, but
Fine.
you're gonna have to get a couple more badges, buddy.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, enough with the crits!
How is it faster than your... Oh, it's level 23. It's level 23.
Yeah, it's level 23, which is why I said earlier, Jesus, Gardania was level 22 with an ace.
All of our Pokemon were 20s.
That's... God, okay. Might have to do some grinding off screen. Ground's its only weakness.
Chad, that's its only weakness? No, it's never mind. Chad, I'm trying. Alright. You see, I'm a meathead, and if nothing can be solved by punching it very hard, I don't want to deal with it. Which is why I'm not a big fan of Morgana. Whenever she messes with me, I can't just punch her away. My hand just goes through her and it feels cold.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Another okay. Jesus. Sorry, Dr. Doof, you're a meat shield. What? That was weird. I think I slammed my desk so hard that my mouse started clicking stuff. There we go. However, seeing that did make me realize something. You know how when you get a computer before, like, unless you set up certain things, the computer, like, just thinks that it's in the exact location it came from originally?
Yes.
Yeah, mine's still like that.
Sorry, where does it think it's from?
It thinks it's from Alabama.
Oh.
I got it from a, because my computer was basically put, the parts I got myself, but then I sent it off to some people in Alabama who put it together. I hate you. I hate you, you stupid fat skunk feline.
The best thing that we can really do is, at this point, I guess, is outspeed it. So if Staravia dies, we're really just gonna have to, train it up so that it outspeeds.
Nope, it's faster than Staravia. Yeah, I need to go grind.
Also, yes, Amina, I am the fighting type. That is my character arc, and it is the only thing I contribute.
Don't worry, we're going to name the future Riolu we get after him.
It's me, guys. It even stinks like me, too.
Alright, gonna save here. Alright, I think that's gonna do it for tonight. Sorry we're ending on such a low note, but I gotta go grind. So, where's my...
Don't worry, Chad. I'll make sure to get this team in fighting shape.
Yeah, so he said.
That is also true, Brisket.
Yep. Alright.
Or Biscuit, sorry.
Yep, that's gonna do it for tonight, everyone. I hope you all had a great time. Thanks a lot, Jared. I appreciate it. And I will talk to you later. Alright, see you, bud. Alright, that's gonna do it for tonight, though, everybody. Like I said, I hope you all had a good time. Let's see. Who can we go raid tonight, I wonder? Who is available to go say hi to? You know what? Let's see. Who's on here? Let's see. Let me see. You know what? Tell my Uber Eats driver to cancel my order. Don't worry, we'll deliver it to you. You know what? Let's see. God, there's gotta be someone in here. Let's go say hi to, yeah, we're gonna go say hi to, well, see, yes, we're gonna go say hi to Cuddly Muffin. Y'all know Muffin, he's cool, but we are, let's go raid him. Excuse me. He's playing Thank Goodness You're Here. Let me get this set up. Y'all tell him I said hi when we get over there. Let's see. There we go. Got that. Anyway, let's start this raid. As always, it's been a privilege and a pleasure to entertain all of you. I hope you had a great time. I've been Zaruk Windcaller, and remember that the memories we make in life, good and bad, make us who we are. Don't trade them for anything. I love you guys. I'll see you all tomorrow for Dragon Quest. Bye-bye.